Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I need to de-kit the logo painting that I've done. So this is the square version. I do have this version in round as well. I did an unboxing on my other channel. These are both from Coodials, and yeah, the square one is all finished. I actually really enjoyed doing all the whites. The squares were pretty good. They're not sort of really nestled. There is more of a little bit of a gap between each one, but it was very weird. It's as though they're tapered off at the bottom a bit more. So even if they did end up quite close together, they did sort of still look as though they were leaving a gap. So a little bit different, but I really enjoyed the way that turned out. So that's one done. I need to de-kit it because I will be kitting up soon the next one, which is number 2. I use this storage. I'm not going to be using this storage for the round, but that's because if you saw yesterday's video, I was trying to think what order they were in then. If you saw yesterday's video, I did get some more of the mini paintings from Paint Gem, and I do want to use these containers for them. So I have 2 of the most used colours, 778 and 5200. I do still have bags of those left. Of course, I did use up a bag of 5200, and I can also take out the funnel that I kept hold of. I just thought, yeah, I've got paint all over me. Take out the funnel because that's what I was using to fill up the pots when I needed to. But I need to get these de-kit. So they are squares, which means I do just want to check if I need any of the squares for my Heaven and Earth design project. Now, I am going to have a mini revamp of these soon. But are these in DMC order? They are. So 169, no. 300, no. 317, 318, 400, 414. So here's one that I do already have a couple of bags of. Let's see if I can get any more, or the rest of this 414 in there. Fill up that bag. So that's 414, don't need any of those. 646, nope. 762, that's also a bag. I've actually got a few different shades in there. At least this one is more of a normal grey. At least that grey matches the rest. I think that's the one that's a little bit off. And let's take off these stickers, because then I don't confuse myself when I actually put the rest of them away. 779. And this step is I only do because I have a Heaven and Earth design project. In fact, I have 2 that I am completing using my spare diamonds. And these are colours that on my last sort out, I still need to be able to finish the painting completely, which will still take me a few years. Okay, 838. No, I don't have that one. So 939, I know I definitely need that one. I have quite a few bags of them here. Let's see if I can squeeze some more in this bag. Of course, there's only a few of each of these because most of these other colours, apart from the 2 that I have the extra bags of, were only done for little highlights in the painting rather than full on. So the painting itself just had a few different colours brought in to give, say, some shade in. So 3072, no. 3371. That's another one. I've got quite a few bags. I am trying to squeeze these diamonds into bags I already have in here because my plan, I think it's going to be Saturday's video. I'm going to give this a little revamp. Not a huge, but I am on a spares revamp, so I am going to do this one. So 3787, no, 3799. That's in here. Let's see if I can squeeze these in this one. Next square that I dekit, this Heaven and Earth Designs will be a little bit prettier, I hope. Just a little bit. And then we've got 3865. Let's see if I can fit some more in there. There's only a few of these. 5200 was the main colour in this one. And then I do need 5200. Now, as I say, I am going to be tidying up, just doing this a little bit differently. So I'm actually going to dekit this one. I have a few in there, and then I do have some in here, because what I did when I last tipped from this bag into my pots, I filled up the whole row, just to save me refilling it loads. So I'm going to put that whole thing in there, and I'm going to deal with that when I do my Saturday video. Okay, so all the diamonds that I may need for my Heaven and Earth Designs are done. So now I'm on my normal spares. This is my 100s to 600s. My squares have been recently revamped. They are now in 3 boxes. So there's a lot of room for me to be able to grow in each box. 154, that one's full. 310, here we go. There's a few people that chuckle at this one every single time. Let me find my bag of 310s. These are my 310s. These are used in my Heaven and Earth design, and this is my bag of them. And all I do is just throw them in. Throw them all in there. Job's a good one, and I've got them for when I need them. And this is just a 7.5 inch square grip seal bag that I happen to have floating around. So that's done. Pop them in my drawer of bits. Right, 316. 316. Now I should be able to pop away as normal. 154, I already have a full bag of 154. If you saw before, that bag is, I mean, to be fair, it might squeeze these in. Let me see if it does. Anything that is pretty full already, if I have a load left and I'm not really going to fit any more in the bag, then I do have another box where I have my to give away diamonds. I have limited myself to only 1 bag of square spares per colour. I am only allowing myself to have 1 bag per colour, because who needs more than that unless you're doing a Heaven and Earth design? And I already keep those separate. So if I ever have a painting that doesn't have enough, I should have enough in there. So 413, let's get that back in. And take the sticker off, because then I know where I'm up to. 451. It's in here somewhere. There it is. 451. And it can be a little bit tricky tipping them in when it's one of the middle boxes, but the bag is wide enough if I line it up right. So that's the 400s done. So my 300s and 400s are both in that row. So that's those done. And then I've got 535. 5. Where are you? 535. There you are. Add those in. And that is this box done. This is my 100s to 600s. And my next number is 778. So this one has still got a little bit of growing room, maybe not quite as much as the first box. But I definitely can't fit them into two. I tried. So 778. Oh, I've got quite a bit of room in this, which is good because I've got two different lots. So I've got the ones out the tub and I've got the extras. So let's get the extras in as well. It's a nice rosy colour, that one. 778. And then I can remove the label from there and remove the label off this bag. And I can put this bag back with my spares if I can get hold of it. So I have a book ring with these on. And this is what I use when I have extra diamonds to what fits in my storage. Try and get them back on the hook. And I'm struggling. There we go, they're back. I try and put them away straight away as soon as I finish using them, because it just makes things a little bit tidier. So we've got 818. That is definitely a different shade to the others. There's quite a few different shades in there, but I don't mind mixing them together. And the reason I don't mind mixing them all up is because what I find is quite often there are some manufacturers, especially with certain colours, like with that 818, that, you know, different manufacturers use different shading for them, whether they get it from different suppliers, whether they have a different recipe for the colour. And the purpose of my spares box is for any paintings that I end up being short of diamonds, because as much as you can check that you have got all the colours you should have in a painting, mistakes can happen. The weight can be slightly off. There can be a packing error and you've not quite got enough for what you need. And if that's the case, I go to my spares box. And if I was short of 818, I would get this out and I would pick the spares that best matched the painting that I'm missing diamonds from. So if they're all mixed together, then I can take my pick, because I'll be tipping them into a tray anyway. Right, 3000s. I've got a couple of gaps here, but the 3800s takes the whole lot. So first up, we've got 3042. And we can get that one away. Oh, we've just got one that didn't want to go in. 3042. Done. Now I do have the removable sticker thing in my Xyron sticker maker that I actually use to label this up. I have the removable in there at the moment. I have used the permanent as well as the removable, and they do both come off the tubs, but I will say the removable does seem to leave less sticky little bits of residue, which is nice. Right, 3727. Another pink. Would you believe the logo has much pink? I've got one that's stuck. And they're two different shades as well. But you never know which one is going to be used by the company that you maybe have been shorted by. 3740. I feel like this kit has been waiting to be dekitted for weeks. Probably because it has been weeks. Been a little bit busy sorting and painting the kitchen. Just had a conversation with the hubby as well, and we are going to change the colour of the kitchen. We went for a bit of a darker colour that I was unsure about, but I thought might work. But now the worktops are in and it's all done, I'm preferring a different colour. But that'll keep me busy. Okay, and then 3756. I've got 2 different shades in there already. Let's see if the last of these will go in as well. Yes. And 3774. Last but by no means least, dekit that one. And I can use this to kit up one of my paint gem paintings. One of my little mini sets. Okay, 3000s are done. Didn't need the funnel, so I can pop that away. I've got little trays on my pegboard that they sit in. All the stickers are off. I actually don't need to use Goo Gone on any of my storage for this one because it hasn't left residue. And that now goes back inside there. I will try and put actually the AliExpress link for these storage tubs on my website. So if you go to addmorezest.com, there is a tab for favourites where I put links to quite a few of the things that I use in my videos so that you guys can find them all. I will try and put a link to the AliExpress because while I picked these up off Amazon, they have not come back into stock in the Amazon UK that I purchased these from in a set of 3. But somebody did find them on AliExpress. So I'll pop that link because that's more universal for people in whatever country you're in. So I'll try and remember to pop the link to that storage box up there. If it's not there, give me a little nudge, and I'll sort myself out and update and make sure that my links for storage that I use are all up on the website and ready for you all. But yeah, that is the Add More Zest logo dekitted. Now, I'm not going to pop this one into my display binder yet. And the only reason for that is I am going to be doing the round version of the same logo. So it's 2 customs that I got done. One in a square, one in a round. And I will be doing the round first. And then I want to have them side by side, so that you guys can see the differences between the 2, and I'll do a video having a look at those differences. So this one is not going in the display book yet, but it will do once I've done a comparison. But anyway, that's another kit dekitted, which means I need to kit something up again soon. So stay tuned for the kit up of the round one. And yeah, I've got a few other dekits and kitting ups to do, but keep an eye, make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss them. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.